I just got another update notification for OBS. I always just tell it to remind me later because I don't care enough. I don't know why it always says that. It might just be because I kind of maybe pirated this. Okay, listen. The reason that I did wasn't because I didn't want to pay for it. I did. It's just that they ran out of keys. They ran out of keys for this game on Steam. And so, yeah, and also I don't want to beat the campaign. So dev, map, Nazi, zombie, proto. There we go. Oh yeah, if you didn't know that, you can do that. And oh fuck, I had my camera batteries charging. I might do a. I've been wanting to do a video where I don't know, I do something that involves real life. I could do something stupid. I have a few options. I could do something cringy. Like I could make real life Call of Duty Zombies. Oh, why did they put Master Bomb at the very bottom? That is what I'm using. It already knew that. That's really cool. This game came out in 2008. Why does it still seem loud? Yeah, I really hate this game's audio because like I most of the time when I play Call of Duty when I'm not filming a video, I'm watching YouTube. Most of the time about Call of Duty Zombies. I love this franchise. They most of the time spawn over here, so and so I have my headphones off, but I can still hear them because I don't bother to unplug them. Oh, here they are. There's not enough things to buy on this map for me to care about points. There aren't even perks. But I like it because it gives an interesting challenge. Hello? Come here, Borski. Bro, what the fuck? Why did I pronounce it like that? Bowoski. It's not that hard to say broski. And if you're wondering why I say broski, I don't know. I just started saying it one day. I don't even know anybody that says broski. Like, in real life I don't, and on YouTube I don't. Like, is it in my bloodline? So yeah, I always just wait till I have 2,000 points or more to open up that door. Because then there's less, like, there's still going to be the same amount of zombies. After a while it maxes out at 24. Although it never ever feels like that. It never feels like there's just 24. But it gives them less spawn areas. And so there's less areas for them to be hiding. And if you know anything about this map, I think this is... I don't know the name because I haven't beaten the campaign. In fact, I've barely even started it. As in, I started it and then decided that I didn't care enough and that inputting a code doesn't take very long, and then I immediately stopped. So it still says continue, but I didn't actually do anything. I tried to pull a save game from online, but because this is pirated, it just doesn't show it. And if you're wondering why I pirated it, I said it a bit before. Steam runs off of keys, and like what they basically do is just verify that the game is real. That's why, like I used a service that I'm not gonna say because I don't want to get anybody in trouble. Trust me, I've gotten in trouble for pirating shit. It's not fun. Like, my internet speed is probably still throttled because of that. Maybe that's why my ping's always so bad. They had our internet shut down for a week. Although Spectrum's cool and wasn't too mad. I'm really glad that they didn't terminate our contract. I don't get why you'd ever buy this gun. But yeah, it runs off of keys, and Steam's just run out. How? I don't know. Like, the only reason that people will be getting this is to play the zombies, because why would you care about the multiplayer or the single player? Some people might care about the multiplayer, but like, I sounded like such a weirdo when I went to my friends. I was like, "Hey, have you played this Call of Duty's campaign?" And they were like, "Dude, what the fuck? First of all, you forgot to take your medication. We aren't real." And then they were like, "Who plays the single player?" Like, of course, now that Modern Warfare 2 2022 has come out, people are like, "Oh my god, the campaign's amazing." Oh, that's probably just because they want to see it, because it's mostly filled with people that are nostalgic because of Modern Warfare 2 from 2000 whatever. But yeah, it's out of keys, so now I can't go online either way. And so it's like, yes, I could pay $20, or is it 40? I don't remember, for a very bare bones version of World at War, or I can get the exact same thing for free. And like, yeah, this can't connect to the internet. Why? I don't know. Like, I tried to once so I could play this online. It just didn't. Like, you have to make a profile and it wouldn't let me. But I don't really care because I wouldn't be playing online either way. Why did I space out either way? I don't know. I do that sometimes. It's weird. So yeah, this is a very bare bones version of Zombies because it's the first. Also, if you're wondering about the code, that's basically just what the developers used. To my knowledge, they used that code so that they could easily test the Zombies mode. And I think that they did that so that Activision and the rest of Treyarch didn't realize that they were making a Zombies, because Zombies was originally made in secret, because I think it was a few teenagers were just messing around and they wanted to create something that wasn't a part of the original agenda, and so they just decided, oh well, we'll make a Zombies mode. Sounds like fun. I'd need to read into it more, but I'm pretty sure that's about what happened. Although, I think at this point, like 12 days maybe, I'm gonna be getting Black Ops 3, and I'm really excited to film that, because Black Ops 3, it recreated the original maps. I don't know if that's in like a map pack or if it did it kind of how Cold War did it, where it had a few things that somewhat resembled it in the same map. I wouldn't know. I haven't seen a whole lot of footage. I just know that they recreated Kino and this map. Which is cool. I understand why there's a ton of rifles, but I still don't understand why there's so many rifles. I understand because, this is a World War II shooter, and World War II, fun fact, had a ton of fucking rifles. But, like, I didn't know that soldiers were like, hey, you want a M1 Grand? Nah, broski, I want that Car 98K. Oh, yeah, well, sorry, we only have the Queer 43. I guess I'll take the M1 Grand, the M1 Carbine, actually. Fuck. That's how man. That kind of sucked. What are they doing? Oh, nice. Someone dropped to max ammo. Yeah, you can see unknown soldier. If you see that, that most likely means somebody pirated the game. Because it tries to connect with Steam, but because it wasn't installed through Steam, it can't go to the like when you in order to install games onto a hard drive on Steam, it either needs to be your C drive or whatever drive you installed Steam on, or you need to configure it with a simple tool that's included with Steam. I called a tool, but even that's giving it too much credit. It's legit just creating a few files on your drive and and then writing somewhere that, hey, we can use insert directory on insert drive, although the directory would have the drive letters, so I guess it wouldn't have that. But because this can't go back to where the file is like, hey, uh, here's their Steam ID, that it can't connect to Steam, and so then it doesn't know my Steam username, and so then it says unknown soldier. I actually saw a unknown soldier in Black Ops. Not Black Ops, Black Ops 2. Yeah. I also pirated Black Ops. Okay, look, I have an excuse for Black Ops. It's a it's a 12-year-old game. I couldn't figure out the dates for a second. I know that that's the most generic excuse, but like the game's really old. I just I don't know. It's not like Activision. In the words of Scott the WAW, it's not like Activision sitting there like, that son of a bitch, that son of a bitch, that son of a bitch, for pirating 11-year-old PC bonds. By the way, that was a good episode of Scott the WAS. Like, I love Scott. Scott's amazing. Scott is love. Scott is life. My dad walks into my room and calls me a simp. I knew he was just jealous of my devotion to Scott. I turn around and call him an anti-LGBTQ. He slaps me and sends me to 5 seconds without TikTok. I lay in bed crying, but then I feel a warmth. It's Scott. I'm so happy. I'm ready. Scott inserts. Scott inserts Call of Duty Black Ops for the DS into my rump. Nah, that would be weird as fuck, but I don't know. I'd I don't know. Oh, hello. This is another map where it's like, people exaggerate how bad it is. Like, Transit is at #1. Like, there's legit nothing that could even get close to topping people who like, oh yeah, Transit's horrible. And then, what the fuck? Really? This gun again? I don't even know if this is a real rifle. For all I know, they made it up. Bitches. My computer does that sometimes. I don't know, I'm pretty sure that I have viruses. Probably not. I just have, it's probably something in the registry. I ran the registry cleaner in C cleaner. Did it work? No. And then it still happens. So it'll open up Opera GX, which I still have as my default browser, but I don't use it at all anymore because YouTube has these weird white bars around it at the bottom. Like, look, there's already a zombie. It has white bars at the bottom. Well, just a white hue at the bottom. I looked it up online, and Google was like, "You're joking. That doesn't exist." And like, it's really annoying, cause like, yeah, most of the time you're not gonna be touching your mouse, but I do a lot when it comes to watching YouTube videos, because most of the time I don't just watch YouTube videos on my computer, because I have a phone. fact, I use my phone for like 20% phone calls and fucking 100% time for YouTube. And so, like, yes. Wow, it takes a lot longer to reload with it. Oh! Okay, then. It's like at school, there's this little bitch, and we call him Megamind. First of all, because he's a dick. I've never watched Megamind, but I'm just gonna guess that he was a dick. But we also call him Megamind because he's a dick, and we want to make fun of him. And if you're thinking, oh wow, that's awfully mean. Nah, this bit, like, don't talk shit if you can't take a hit is the best quote to describe this kid. Like, he'll go off and scream at us about literally anything and act like he's the best fucking person of all time. When, dude, you managed to miss a one-pointer in basketball or whatever 8 times, probably because of how fucking short you are. Yeah, do I know his real name? No! I fucking don't! That's not even me saying that to expose his identity or whatever the fuck. I just don't know it. Because I don't care. And, like, all the teachers know his nickname. And so it's like, oh, yeah, wow, Megamind's a dick. Yeah, I know. Megamind can be quite mean. Hey, stop calling me Megamind! No. Yeah! Also, he has my least favorite combination of things. He is a white, short, scrawny, male bitch kid. Like, listen. If you're white, short, male, scrawny, or fuck, you don't even need that part. If you're short, and you're white, and you have blonde, short hair, I fucking hate you. Like, 2 kids fall under that category at my school. In the exact same class. And they're both just sons of bitches. That was a double kill. Twice. Oh, nice. Shooting from the hip. Oh. Hip fire. Rescue. Like, I almost punched him today because he was really pissing me off. And because, like, his team was winning. Mostly because there's this one really fucking short kid that's really good at throwing balls. Except we weren't even exactly playing basketball. I just want to say that they're really good at throwing balls. Nah, it's just because we had to throw it to all of our teammates, and it had to go back to the original host, and then we could fucking throw it, and it would have. Fuck you. Once we did that, we could throw a free throw, and it was amazing or whatever. Did I like it? No. Like I said, I was up against a teenage, the best way that I can describe them is a teenage bitch girl. Basically one of those people that were a Visco girl back in 2019. Or 2018, whichever one. Like, they still have their hydro flasks, or whatever the fuck. And like, they just act like they can rule the world, cause whatever. And, like, teachers don't do anything about them because they know that they're just gonna get attitude from them. And, like, fuck, now I sound like a father. Whatever, I don't care. And, like, she was like, oh, don't stop yelling. Bitch! He has decided to break 8 rules. I break 1, and he gets out of your face! And then I suddenly turned into a small, white kid with a hat. And I also changed my name to Eric Cartman. Or something. yeah, I was so pissed off that like both of my arms did some like they both ended up just tightening up, and I almost punched that bitch. Like that, not the chick, not the chick. I don't punch chicks. Cause especially because that chick was like if they were to punch back, they wouldn't be able to hit anywhere but my face, and like girl bitch slaps hurt. Like not like a ow fuck hurt, more like a god damn it hurt, and like yeah, yeah. This video's probably gonna get age restricted because of YouTube's new policies, but I don't care. It's not like YouTube cares about my channel anyways. Like, oh no, I got age restricted. I wasn't being recommended anyways. But hey, one of my videos has I think 9 or 10 views, and that was either my transit or Kino video. I don't remember. Probably Kino because people like Kino. I don't exactly know why. I don't I like Kino, but it's not my favorite. And I was like, so this one kid, the Megamind. Another reason why we call him that is because his head is fucked up. Not mentally, but his actual head, like half of it is just square. I'm not kidding. Draw a half circle and make the other half like like half a square. And that's about what he looks like with a bit of roundness at near the bottom corner. Then there's this other kid. He's really fucking blonde, and he I don't hate him like I hate Megamind. He's just annoying and acts like he's better than me. Dude, are you serious? What was your gamer picture? Because mine, is the Star Staff. Which, by the way, I don't even know if it's a real gamer pick at this point, because everywhere I look, I can't find it. Like, I took a picture of that on, no, anyway, how did I get this picture? Whatever, it was my dad's, account's, dad's Xbox account's gamer pick, and now I just use it for my YouTube channel, and I also have that account now. Do I play on it? I mean, like, I play on it with Halo, the Master Chief Collection, because that's on PC, but otherwise, I have 3 Xboxes, and one of them doesn't fucking work. It's a Xbox 360 Slim, and I'm really upset because I really liked it. Another one, it works, but it doesn't. I took out its hard drive so I could use it on my computer because it was a 1 terabyte. And I thought, okay, I'll just reflash the BIOS later. I did that in 2021. It is now 2023. Yes. And also I couldn't find the right bit to open it up, and so I just fucking tore it up. I just tore it open. I just bent back the metal so I could get into it because I didn't care enough. And then the third one, it works, but its power supply doesn't. And it is an original FAT. In fact, it's a day 1 model. And I even have the day 1 controller. But that's another funny story. Cause my sister, who's the one that's sort of taken ownership of it, cause she wants to play Fortnite or whatever the fuck. Fuck, I forgot to open the door. She was all upset at me because it didn't work, because you're the one that opens up electronics. Yeah. I open up shit like Xboxes. And I opened up a Game Boy Color one time. But like, I don't take apart hard drive. I mean, not hard drives. I mean, I wouldn't take apart a hard drive for a similar reason why I don't take apart power supplies. See, hard drives, that's because you can easily ruin them. Power supplies, that's because they can easily ruin your life forever. That shit can kill you. Keyword can, like, getting killed by a power supply. It's actually not a bad way to die. You wanna know what it is? 150 people die a year to fall on coconuts. Don't ask me how I know that. Plain Rock 124, that's how. But like, it would give you a really bad shock at honestly, maybe at worst. Like, it might hurt you a bit, but like, I don't know. Capacitors can't hold that much current. What the fuck? Where are they? What? Oh, there you are. That's not a zombie. Did it just forget to spawn in the zombies? Oh, it's right there. Okay, so... Oh, what the fuck are you doing? Took you long enough. But yeah, like, I don't take apart power supplies. They just... And also, there's no reason to take apart a power supply. Like, I don't feel like it's worth the risk of just flinging my arm back 8 million feet to possibly death to try and fix it. Like, I'm not Matt Casey. I'm not going to be taking apart a power supply so I can solder a figure 8 to it. I know he did a wall wart, but I don't care. Hello. Oh yeah, I got that aimbot. Proceeds to miss 3 times. Alright, come here, broski. Broski, how did that miss? Where did it hit? Like, I'm legit right in front of him. I shoot, and it doesn't hit. Where did it go? Where did that bullet go? Who took it? Tell me. Oh, the bus this morning was amazing. Somebody started to sing I Want It That Way, and then all of a sudden everybody started to. And then up at the front it was just like, ain't nobody It was amazing. And it was exactly like that. I also had a field trip for my finance class, which is like, oh wow, I thought I wasn't supposed to learn about finances. Now you're finally learning about finances. Now say that school is useful. Well, no, I'm not gonna do it. Kingu. No. Yeah, I had a field trip, and we did this fucking simulation thing where you have to basically, I wouldn't say live, because it's barely living. Are you serious? How many of these motherfuckers are there? I don't care, I'm bombing them. Like what Russia's gonna do to Ukraine at some point. Oh wait, they already did. Yeah, like you just have a budget that you have to set. Do you have to follow it? No, you don't. You get a credit card. You get a credit score. The first time was good, and then the second time it was. Oh, the first time it was excellent, as they put it, and the second time it was good, as they said it. I wonder who's breaking into my house. I really hope it's not a robber. Because then they might steal my stuff. I hope it's a murderer. Then they just steal my life. You know, I've died way too many times rebuilding a barrier or standing by a barrier. That's like, wow, I don't like them no mo. Come on. What the what? Yes, that's actually something good. Although I don't like that that splash damage is really close. I know that sounds kind of backwards, but at first I thought that there was no splash damage. And then the splash damage hit me on like round 10. And I was like, oh! Well, damn! Like, about to shoot right there. In nearly any other game, that would have at least have put me on red without Jug. I love Call of Duty games because of this. Look at how they do the lighting. It's amazing. Most games don't even know how a light bulb works. Hello. Ellie. Most people are like, oh yeah, the zombies take forever to spawn in. And then most of the time, I'm here trying to run away from the 800 zombies that have spawned in the first 5 seconds. I'm just kidding. They can't spawn 800 zombies. I also don't like that the ray gun isn't very effective when looking down. Because, especially more recently, I aim at the ground with the ray gun. Especially on earlier rounds. Because then, early game, it'll immediately kill them. Late game, it'll put them on the ground. Also, I have the 2 best guns in this game. Keyword guns. The flamethrower isn't a gun. It's a utility. So pay your bills. So yeah, in that simulation, we had to, like, basically just try not to. I genuinely don't know. I don't know. I guess that they had a gun pointed at our head, and they were like, "Do this fucking assignment, or we shoot." And we were like, "Oh no!" You know, I was like and like we didn't have Liam Neeson. We was the daughter of Liam Neeson, and we had no Liam Neeson. I'm just kidding. Liam Neeson would never let his daughter be kidnapped without telling somebody that I will find you and I will kill you, and then identify them by the way that they say good luck. Yes. So yeah. We just basically had to buy digital shit. Did we do anything with them? No. Yeah, it was really pointless. But I got to miss nearly the entire day, so that was fun. And also something that really pisses me off about pirated games is that a lot of time they don't have controller support when the original did. I'm telling you right now, Black Ops on the computer, I'm pretty fucking sure that it had built-in controller support. Oh wait, you're probably the last one. I want to keep you. I want a Molotov. Because monkeys didn't exist yet. I hate you so much. Because I every time I see a revolver, I'm like, oh my god, I got the Python. But then I realize this is World at War. Does it ever go? Okay, so it doesn't have the sinking down animation. Like, ooh, I wonder what's in here. Government secrets, I can't tell. That's what. Yeah! Oh yeah, that popped up in my recommendations for some reason. Is the Call of Duty Zombies yeah sound effect. Yeah, Fortnite. Yeah. Did I like the field trip? No. Am I grateful that we had it? Yes. Like, why would I want to be in school? Yep. It's like I'm writing a book in class, because most of the time I don't actually want to do the work. And, okay, now I realize that me saying I'm writing a book in class made it sound like I was writing the book as an assignment. I wasn't contractually obligated with my parents' signature to write this book. I just am. And I started. Oh, fuck off! I started writing it like I don't know, 2 months ago when I was no wait. Yeah, 2 months ago when I was really fucking into Skyrim and the Elder Scrolls. So I was like, I should write a book inspired by that shit. So like, I did, and yeah, I think it's coming along good. I'm on chapter 2. Yeah, it's fun to write, and I hate reading books, and so that's something that I can do during class where it seems like I'm doing something productive, like reading a book during read your fucking books time, when I'm really not reading my book, and so the entire point of that time was disposed of in a different way. No, where is that? Oh, it's a radio. I thought that was a briefcase. Um, yeah, it's fun to write books, and I really hate reading books. Especially like, there's very few books that I like. Like even books I like, I I'll listen to a book on Audible. I'll love it so much. It's the only book I fucking listen to. I get the actual book. I hate it. Why do you think I have a copy of Minecraft the Island that's just caked in dust? Um, and if you're wondering if I like Minecraft, the community fucking sucks, but it's an okay game. Hurry up. It also has good hentai. Oh yeah, I made a joke diss track also in class, called Hentaido. I don't know. Maybe I can make it into an album, cause I don't like Nintendo. Like, not for their games or whatever. I mean, like, I really hate their games, but that's for a completely different reason. I don't like that they're able to point out nearly anything and it'll still be profitable. Like, they could, like, even the Wii U was it sold about as much as the Xbox One, and still people are saying that, oh yeah, it was an amazing system, and yet barely anybody's like, oh yeah, the Xbox One was the most underrated system of 2013. Cause like, Nintendo fans will buy it anyways, and I don't like that. I just think that they banked off of nostalgia, cause like Sega, it got big because it was fighting directly against Nintendo, and there was only two options: Nintendo or Sega. And now all of a sudden, the consumers had options. Um, Sony basically climbed up in the ranks by marketing. Yeah, it's almost as if Sony's had billions of dollars that they could spend on marketing. You know, if they want to sell a thing that's more powerful than anything Nintendo had ever put out up to that point, and was using a format that wasn't outdated. Um, Oh yeah, that's something that I don't like either. They use outdated formats for a modern generation system. Um, and then Microsoft, they had to, like, their marketing sucked, and yet they were still able to sell okay-ish with the original Xbox because it was just a genuinely good product. Nintendo, I don't like them because they could market anything and it would be the most successful thing. And like Microsoft and Sony can't do that. People put Nintendo at very, very low standards for what's good. Like, take the Wii, for example. I fucking hate the Wii. Listen, the Wii is legit just, like, there were more powerful nearly anythings at the time. There were more powerful mobile phones at the time. What was the point of shipping a gaming system if it's gonna have 64 megabytes of RAM and a CPU that's called Hollywood? And what does that have to do with the power of the CPU? Insert something that Hollywood has done wrong. Oh yeah, it's Hollywood. I almost forgot. The fact that it's called Hollywood. But like, Nintendo is just banking off of nostalgia. Cause think about it. How were you introduced to Nintendo? Because for me, one of my very first gaming systems was a Wii. And so that already rules out nostalgia bait. I just genuinely don't like their stuff. Oh nice. And how did you get into Nintendo? You either grew up in the 80s or 90s where there were barely any other options, and the other options that there was sucked, or your parents got you the newest Nintendo because they hear Nintendo and they're like, "Oh my god, gaming is massive." And then, and if it's neither of those, then are you checking your spec sheets? Are you checking your game lists? I don't understand Microsoft sometimes. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Microsoft. I'd rather have a honestly, I don't know. I don't mean to get console wars started, but I don't know if I'd rather have a PlayStation than an Xbox, or an Xbox and a PlayStation, because my thing about it is that I hate the current generation of Sony so much, because they basically just took their old IPs, took everything that was good out of them, and then re-released them as story-based games. Because The Last of Us was successful, and whatever it's called, Uncharted is popular. We need more story games with characters that we can slap onto a poster. Like, the new Ratchet and Clank game that want to be more of a movie than a game. I hate it when they do that. God of War, that basically took out all the good and fun combat and replaced it with, here, have a boy. Have a boy, Mr. Squidward! Like, no, I want to sell that boy into human trafficking so I can get back my Blades of Chaos. And instead of having a story where, like, oh yeah, you have to travel to different dimensions. Kratos wouldn't have done that. No. Like, like, when I think Kratos, I think just monster at his core, dark past, fucked up in the head, angry. And instead they gave us mildly annoyed all the time, loving, and his past comes up like twice. Finally. And then also, like the finishing moves in the original God of War game, 2005. One of my favorite games. I have it on the PS2. I have a PS2. I basically only bought the PS2 to play God of War. And God of War 2, because I never beat it. He saw that I was killing him, and he's like, no. Its finishing moves were brutal, but weren't very flashy. And I think that Sony saw that and was like, okay, we need to keep at least 3 of the original players of God of War. And so they decided to make those same finishing moves, but also they wanted to make the game all cinematic, and so they threw in a ton of effects, go ahead and make the lighting a bit better just for that part. Uh, put in a ton of blood, even though you're like chopping apart like the thinnest of skin off of their arm. That was seriously, why is there that much blood? What the hell? Then that hits him in the head. I don't get hip firing. Like, I just don't like it, and like I don't. It's really boring, and like, and there's no reason to go back to it. And also, the difficulty on anything that's above easy is what people on YouTube describe transit as. It's just like, oh, it's so hard. No, it isn't. But now in this case, it actually is. Dude, I died in 3 hits. These things are legit the first enemies. I shouldn't have done that. And what other series have they reviewed? I can't think of anything from Sony. So, like, I don't want a PS4. I kind of want a PS4, mostly just for Spider-Man, but I don't want a PS5 or nothing. I want a PS3, and, like, so I can play God of War 3, and then, don't get me an Xbox, give me a PC. Like, why do you think I'm on PC? It's because it's basically an Xbox, but it's running games at 120 FPS on a 165 hertz display. Cool. See, I prefer PC, but also I'm not gonna hate you if you like any of them. Like one of my old friends, I talked to him about Pokemon and stuff, because like I still have respect for Nintendo. And that's giving them too much credit. I don't know. I just really hate Nintendo. I don't think I could list a single good thing that they've done in the past 5 years. Oh yeah, because the Switch has been out for all those years. um, so yeah, I like the Switch. Why do I like it? Skyrim. That's the only reason I use my Switch, and the occasional Mario Odyssey. But, like, it's not like I'm gonna go out and get Zelda Breath of the Wild, because I don't care. Because Skyrim's a deal breaker. It's like, yeah, I could get Zelda, but why would I need another RPG game that's like Skyrim? Because it's an RPG game. All RPG games are sort of like a family. They're all related in some way. When I could just keep Skyrim that has more violence, and I could steal in Skyrim. I don't know if you could do that in Zelda. Like, it's like, why would I care about getting, like, Game of the Year doesn't matter anymore. I don't care about it. Game of the Year's sort of just been like, oh yeah, we're going to go ahead and give it out to whatever game sold the most instead of the actual best game. Zelda isn't a fun game. I'm sorry. Like, I haven't played a lot of Zelda, but I've played enough to know that I don't like it. It's legit just, it's a role-playing game that's all cartoony and doesn't have a lot of combat. But in Skyrim, I could boot it up right now, and within 5 minutes, I could be fighting something. And I can also do basically whatever I want in Skyrim. If I want to attack somebody, I can. If I want to start a world war between me and everybody in Riverwood and Whiterun, I could even get Windhelm and Riften all together, and we can all just deck out, plus mods. I just realized that anybody that doesn't play Skyrim, all that sound like gibberish, but I don't care. If you don't play Skyrim, then don't talk to me! What? Those two are immortals. Open the door. So, yeah, I don't like Zelda, and I also don't like it because it's associated with Nintendo. Don't get me wrong, I'd be fine with playing it, and, like, depending on which one I'd that I'd be playing. I enjoy it. It's just that there's Skyrim. I want Oblivion on more things, though. Have you noticed that nearly this entire video I haven't talked about Call of Duty at all? Yeah. Cool, I'm rebuilding barriers. There's... Fuck, I was just about to talk about something. Oh yeah, Oblivion, I want it on more things. Because yes, it's old, but like I've gotten into arguments with people over whether Oblivion's better than Skyrim. It isn't. But like, I can understand why you'd think that. It has a lot of upsides. Like if I were to want to play one of them for like an hour on end, I would say that Skyrim would be the overall more enjoyable experience. But Oblivion feels more like you're a warrior, when Skyrim, it feels more like you're magical. And so, like, it seems... I don't know how to put it. Because, like, I don't like Oblivion more in nearly any way. And yet, I could still say that I understand why people like it more. Because in some ways, I do. Like, don't get me wrong, shouts are cool. But I kind of don't like the Dragonborn concept. Yep, you're born with dragon blood. Kind of wish that you had to like go on a quest that made you a dragonborn. Oh, come on. Cause like that would have been awesome. Like if you had to like kill a dragon in order to absorb its blood, and then after that you could absorb its soul, that would have been awesome. But also I do really like the plot of Skyrim. It's another Disney princess story of I was born with this, and therefore I'm better. Treat me like it. Like, okay, Becky, you're a 35-year-old woman that retired a bit too early. Now you're in debt when you're retired. I don't even know how that's possible, but you managed to do it. I don't know why, because it's you, Becky. Come on. Oh. It's amazing. I'm amazing. This gun is amazing. Assuming you're 8 feet away from it at all times. And that's at the bare minimum. Oh my god. I just realized I never replaced it. Okay then. Oh come on, I wasn't trying to. Oh wait a minute. Ah, I'm so stupid. I could have just shot straight through them. Alright, come on. Also, I am a god on Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies mobile. Simply just because the zombies are they don't immediately start following you if you pass by them. And so now all of a sudden, these zombies that are based off of a game that I can't eat, that it's like a huge accomplishment. If I get to round 10, all of a sudden, it's like, wow, I just went from rank 0 to rank 16 because of one game. Oh, come on! Can they even survive without a head? Alright, come out, broskies. And oh, come on. So I hate concussion grenades in Black Ops 2 so much. Like, so much. It's like, they stun your enemies for a few seconds, but that would be amazing. I'd rather them just act like a flashbang, cause in their current state, well, their state, they aren't gonna change a 9-year-old game, I think, at this point. Just cause, yes. Oh, fuck you. Really? See, that's how I die most of the time on this map. Like, it lowers your sensitivity so much, and I hate that. Like, I'm already playing on a really high sensitivity. I plan on ending the video now, so I'm just gonna pew. I'm a wrist player, which means that I do all my movements with just my wrist. All that is movement. What's my current DPI? I always just stay on this level, 2,683. I'm just gonna change this one to 2000, and then just to try it out, 3,000. I barely notice a difference, so I want to turn back on my lights. Could just make it, dude. It feels like it's lagging. What? It feels. Doesn't. Oh wait, it automatically. No, it didn't. I don't get it. What did that do? Pointer speed. Yeah. What does that do? Okay, so this is basically just a DPI slider. Got it. Like, it's not white. What do I look like, a gamer that's a racist?